What's up, guys? Hey, it's Brian, and we're doing an update, part two, on our Titanic slash Britannic build, part of the Three Sisters group build that's also part of the Meng slash Tiger group build that Papa Dan and our good friend Tommy over at Carmel Rebs is putting on here. So here is a printout of a photograph of a painting of where we want to go with our ship. And what kind of sucks is because this is a painting, it doesn't have any hyper detail on it at all. They didn't paint in 4K back then, I guess, but we have our green line figured out where we want to go with that. We've been noticing that the faintest of script is on here for Britannic. We probably just match the green there. I was actually wondering if they would even have the name of the ship on there, since it's been conscripted into service for World War I. And we have the registry number up here. So Mr. Colonel Rab pointed out that we needed to probably replicate that. So I was like, yes, of course, I plan to do that all along now. But and because we're going to be replicating that, I thought, it might be cool to actually just go ahead and print out our crosses also. That would probably be a lot better than trying to mask and paint those on there. But while we were doing some looking at this with the magnifying glass and stuff, happened to discover that these crosses here, fore and aft, look like they're actually three-dimensional, possibly pieces of metal that were put up there to be in the shape of a cross and then painted. It kind of looks like there's a shadow coming off the back side of that one. So I'm wondering if maybe just replicating this with some styrene cardstock and then cutting them out, painting them up and sticking them on there would be the best course of action for us on that, because it does stand up higher than the railing does. So I think that would be the best thing to do there. Let's see, what else we got going on here? That's it. Okay, great. So, and I got to point something out here, guys. I know there's a lot of us out there that are Titanic fans and everything, as am I. But I have to say, Meng, who does your research? this funnel is supposed to be a fakie. There's not supposed to have smoke coming out of that one. That was a faker right there. They're supposed to have smoke coming out of the first three funnels, and then they're supposed to drift back over the last one to make it look like it's actually working as well. But from what I've read and heard, this was a fake, and it had tables and chairs in there, and deck chairs and stuff for the deck. That was just a storage place for them. So yeah, I just had to point that out. Well, where are we with our little guy? Well, we the hull bottom was actually molded in red, and I kind of liked it, but I thought that maybe the red oxide paint from Tamiya would look even better. So I did do a layer of that on there, and I like how that's looking. That's pretty cool. So we got that. Oh, excuse me. I got a frog in my throat. And then this portion here was molded in black, and we did do some gray primer and then went over it with some white primer, and that's where we're at right now. We have the anchors in there just for mock-up, and I'm thinking that we want to do this line here, this middle line. You can see the belt lines there. I want to do the middle belt line in green, and we'll do that all fore and aft, and then we'll pause it in a few locations to put our red cross decals on there. So there's that. And then the next level, not much going on here, just some deck work and stuff, and then we'll probably pick out the davits or the cranes. I'm not quite sure what color those are supposed to be, but we'll see if we can't figure that out. And then if worse comes to worse, black is always best. So we'll stick that there like that, and it's starting to look like a wedding cake, an itty bitty little wedding cake. And here's your superstructure. So yeah, we did our funnels. Those are molded in like a goldenrod yellow. Excuse me, I'm so sorry about that. And we decided to just hit them with some primer and some of our signature color, apparently, which is camel yellow from Tamiya. And I kind of like how that looks as they are now. We'll do a little bit of a wash on those to bring out some of the detail that's molded in there, and then darken up the grills that are up there in the funnels, and then actually press them into place. But since it's a ship for wartime, I'm not sure if it would have brightly colored pieces or brass on there and stuff, so I'm not quite sure what to do about this piping fore and aft of each funnel. I don't know if I should leave that on there or if I should paint that black or what. So I got to do some more research on that, some more reading, find out what's going on with those there. So that's that. And then speaking of brake work, here is our props. Those are pretty nice. We did those in, let's see, Tamiya TS21 Gold. Looks pretty good over some gray primer. They look the part. So I like that. I like how that looks. And then here's our half a dozen little lifeboats there. These it's like these guys in the art here, the artwork here for the box art, they're actually open, but they're not. They're covered, and I think they would have been covered with canvas tarps anyways. That way it's easy to stow away. But I think I'll just go over them with some khaki or something like that to cover those up, make it look like there's canvas covers over the top of those, something like that, and then press those into place. We're kind of debating whether or not we want to leave this as a primer white and then do our decaling and painting over that, or possibly do a gloss coat of white, and then after our decaling is done, go back and do a flat coat over everything. That's kind of where I'm at with that right now. So that's where we're at with this guy here. Probably work on it again a little bit more tomorrow. I haven't had much time around the house the last couple days. But in the meantime, thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate that. We appreciate all the kind comments that you guys have been leaving on our last few videos, especially the one about being framed, the spoof about making a frame. Old Butch over there at BK said he's going to start farming out his gasser frames to me now. So I'm looking forward to the business, and not in that way. But yeah, we'll talk to you guys a little bit later, and everybody have a great rest of your day. Bye now.